Good start for Phil.
Now on the tee, please welcome the 2015.
Now Mickelson, 177 left to the hole.
Front left hole location. Phil's usually trying to play the correct shot.
Oh, and a great start for Mickelson.
That's the correct shot.
He'll have an early look for birdie here in round 2.
There you go.
Mickelson for birdie.
Overread. You just can't believe it.
Frustrating start there for Mickelson. He had a great look for birdie on this very challenging 10th hole. Less than driver for Mickelson here at 11.
No.
And that is heading left.
You're hoping for sand. You know, you hope you can end up in a bunker when you hit a wild one here. The bunkers are so good this week. Just figure out how to get it in that short grass. There you go.
Well, he saw what McIlroy did on the last hole when he went from the fescue to the fescue. Not saying Phil couldn't pull off that shot, but as you said, 1 under par.
Winds in and a little off the right. Phil normally would play a little draw. Try to hold it up against that breeze and hope he gets the right yardage.
He does not. And not a lot of green to work with there for Phil.
It would be a vast understatement to say this man's a master from this stuff. That just tells you how tough it is.
All right, now Mickelson for bogey.
Back a little up the slope. That was 2 in a row he thought he made.
So what a swing for Mickelson. Had a great look for birdie at the 10th, could not convert, and now a double bogey at 11. Yesterday, Mickelson driving accuracy 8 of 14, 57%. Missed the fairway on the previous hole. Where does he go here at 12?
Right, Phil, nice job, nice job.
That's the right line.
Good shot there by Mickelson. Trying to get that bad taste out of his mouth from the double bogey a moment ago at the 11th. Grouping of Mickelson, McIlroy, and Day, and here is Phil's second shot at the 12th. Looked like he had hit the fairway off the tee, just crept through. This one hops over and just rolls off to the back of the green, but that's okay for Phil.
And now we see why he had the wood out back there on 11.
Now Mickelson, his third. He holds it.
There you go.
That'll get his morning going.
To the next tee. There's a good look in off the right of the breeze.
Oh, no.
That's headed left.
4 left.
That is way left.
Very similar swing to the one he made off 11 tee with something less than driver. Looks to be a 5 or 6 iron.
Oh, good shot there by Mickelson.
Piece of cake for him. Definitely chosen to give up some accuracy to gain that yardage. Have more fun.
Still have a chance to make birdie here, despite that tee shot way left. Mickelson finds the green.
This will be 2 in a row for Phil.
Just inside 30 feet. That's got to get moving. So a par for Mickelson. And here was the tee shot of Mickelson. Just 162 yards today, and Phil in the bunker. Mickelson's second shot out of the bunker at 14. He was 3 for 3 on sand saves yesterday. And some work to do here to make par. Mickelson made a double bogey at the 11th, bounced back with a birdie at 12. And this putt to remain at even.
About 16 feet, 15, 16 feet. Top shelf. Not a lot of movement.
Another save for Phil. And a big putt from Mickelson.
Dropping bombs, is that his?
That's his video.
There you go. We better start dropping these bombs in that shortcut.
The last one missed way left. Starts this one down the right side, trying to work it back. And a good shot for Phil.
Went for
Second time today he's found the fairway. So 169 to the hole, but what's he going to play this as?
One full club extra.
Yeah.
One of the most sloping greens from back to front here, so you still try to guard against being long.
Great shot for Phil. We mentioned there's only been 5 birdies on this hole all week. Mickelson will have a birdie putt coming up. Now with our Hawkeye technology, Mickelson for birdie at 15.
Split the difference. Get back in there.
Just started that one a little right of the blue line, and it stayed right there. Hawkeye was right on target.
Hawkeye's been right on all week.
Still only 5 birdies at this hole all week. But par is a good score at 15. Mickelson remains even. Amazing Phil competing in his 27th PGA Championship. And just off the fairway, so Phil.
I mean, he's got a wood. It's a
from 168 yards.
See that little utility chopper?
Trying to run it up there.
That's a caddy shot. The old-time caddies, that's what they tell you to do.
You saw from that thick rough, he just blasted a wood out of there. Trying to get up and down for par at 16.
Nobody's better at these than Phil. Nobody.
And Phil wants to go up there and tap it in. Well played by Mickelson, who will remain at even par.
He's got lots of wedges in his bag. He uses them very well.
Now the green is clear at 17, and Mickelson will be first to hit.
193. They're up a tee box today. Trying to hold it up against that breeze. He stood that up against the breeze just a little too much.
Back at 17 a moment ago, Phil Mickelson out of the bunker. Fans love it, and Phil with a good chance to save par.
If our board's correct, I mean, Phil's only one shot out of 9th place, so.
That's correct.
Stay on task.
Good save for Phil.
Light the candle! Get in the bunker. Or left!
Another missed fairway for Phil. Trend continues here in this featured grouping.
You see he's playing for a big pull.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Get on that green right now!
Took a hard kick, and it looks to be in the bunker.
Probably his highest lofted sand wedge, and this will be pretty full swing. Four outside shot, 5 over. So he's going to have to shoot 2-3 under on the front to even have a chance for the weekend.
Well, Mickelson missed the fairway by over 30 yards. All things considered, a bogey with the penalty stroke, not too bad. Back when he was designing the courses, not a lot of these courses had ranges where you could go warm up. So he wanted you to kind of work your way into the round. You think about Baltusrol, the lower, the first hole, nice little opener, same thing here.
Downwind, they can take off as much as they think they can carry.
I think that might have gone through.
Keep those phones on silent, please, folks.
16 feet for Mickelson, trying to drop in a birdie and get back that shot he just lost on his previous hole.
I mean, the fact that he drove it in the rough again kept him from being able to play a really controlled wedge in there.
Phil also just 2 of 8 fairways. Likes it. Two for 2. Now Mickelson, just 93 left.
About 8 yards uphill, so this is a pretty stock 100-yard shot. Not to his standards.
Not what he wanted. Let's see what Mickelson does here. 34 feet for his birdie.
Again, not a lot of movement, slightly up the slope. This is wedge shot. Probably a little bit in between down there which wedge to play.
And Mickelson with a par. Still at +1 for the tournament.
Now he might be going just center of the green, trying to 2-putt make par. This is such a difficult hole.
All right. What?
That was down in the Bubba Watson spot yesterday, so it's a hole that seems to give the left-handers grief. A big pull draw. What about Matthew Fitzpatrick? 6 under today, 1 under for the tournamenters. Phil Mickelson, what a recovery.
He had a good lie playing off the upslope, but Phil just being Phil. Make this. Make 4 at 4. You got a little something cooking. No. The flip side of that momentum is you make bogey here. Now you're over par. You're 8 behind, and the weight starts to become a little bit overwhelming. Let's see if the meditation that Phil was practicing pays off.
All right. All right.
Well, that's incredible. All wild drives by our feature group, and there's some concerns about where a couple of those balls might be. We know Phil's is buried deep in the heavy rough. It looks like he's going to go for it here. Wow, look how deep that lie is.
Well, he's got one of those high lofted 7-5 woods in there. Easier to mash down on it, create some altitude. Gets it up and over. That was a wonderful shot, really. A lot of muscle required.
Look how heavy this ball is, but again, there's plenty of green to work with, so that's not a bad spot to leave it.
Agreed, but you do not want to mess around with long of this whole location. Easy, 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 easy. Ooh.
Yes, another foot and that ball would have rolled down to the little catchment area, wouldn't it?
And he would have gotten a good read from the other side of the hole there from McIlroy. He knows what it does.
You'd expect this to drop, wouldn't you, with what we've just seen? Three-one putts, ladies and gentlemen. 2 birdies and a par. How about that?
Combined, these 3 players, they've only hit 9 fairways today as a group.
Does that include Rory just there?
Does not. Call it an even 10.
Oh my God. Oh, what the hell? Left.
That was always the concern for Phil, who's finished runner-up here in the 2 majors that were played. I'd love it if the fairways were that wide here at Bethpage Black. This is just a moment ago. Mickelson's second.
It was the same shot he gouged out back on 4. That's again trying to get it on the upslope.
At least 4 inches deep.
Good thing is this is where the players walk up to the green, so this will be down grain. He can get a lot of club on it. Should be able to throw it straight up in the air.
That's a heck of a shot. With a lovely one back at 3. Missed the putt. That one, though, to maintain his little run here after the birdie, the up and down birdie at 4 as well.
Should have gleaned some information from McIlroy's going down the hill, at least on the speed. There's not a ton of break in this. Certainly inside the hole.
In the hole.
Never hit it hard enough.
Disappointing drop shot for Mickelson before.
Hardest fairway to hit on the golf course. I feel like he's hit that club about 4 times in the last 3 holes. And he finally finds the short grass with it.
Phil Mickelson inside 140 yards here, and again, slightly downhill, so just likely wedge.
This should be throwing darts for Phil.
Cut it right in the hole. He almost hit the bullseye. And the New York fans go wild for their boy Phil Mickelson here at the 6th. Got nicknamed Phil the Thrill for a particular reason, and that's why.
That's a tour sauce move when you can walk up, tap it in, and then repair your pitch mark.
Back to the driver here.
It's 300 yards through the fairway on line with the bunker you can see on the right slate of your screen. So a little flare out to the left and he's in the rough. Perfectly straight ball and he's in the bunker. just has to be so aggressive here.
And he's been rewarded for that aggression.
Should be a 9-iron for Phil. Good play right in the middle of the green. Phil at even par for the tournament. Still in touch.
Just outside 30 feet, Mickelson for birdie.
There you go.
Yes, sir! Mickelson rolls it in.
There you go.
Long birdie putt at 7.
Probably hear that roar all the way around the golf course.
And he's now birdied 3 of his last 4 holes.
How many thumbs up do you think Phil's given to the New York fans today?
Winds, you can see right there, a little helping.
Could be probably a 7-iron for Phil, I'm guessing.
Too much.
Was on a good line too.
Was. And now Mickelson.
They can all take credit for this turnaround. Jason Day birdied the 1 and 2 to get this side started as well.
Now Mickelson to save par.
It's the kind of bogey you hate. Made a good golf swing and walk off with bogey.
This hole measuring 464 yards today. Phil taking a rip. Kind of lost his balance there.
He's missed some left today, and this one headed down the left center of the fairway.
There we go.
Keeping you on your toes over there.
Brooksy, you got that shot? Phil here from 148 yards. Slightly uphill lie.
He doesn't know anything but flag hunting.
Darn it!
Doesn't like it.
So he's short-sided himself again, unfortunately, these last 2 holes. Well, as well as he kind of played here in the middle of the round, he'd be ashamed to bogey the last 2 holes.
He didn't rehearse the big one. Must have a pretty good lie if he doesn't. Yeah. He had a lie at least he could read.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice shot there for Phil, just under the hole. Good chance to save his par.
He knows how to read those lies. That's one of the keys to being good around the greens, being able to read the lie, kind of have a good idea what's under there.
This for a nice save for Phil after not his best second shot into his final hole. There you go, Phil.
71 for Phil Mickelson today, and even par for the tournament.